Hi, everyone. Welcome to tonight's Q&A for Eat Like a Vegan Chef. We're really glad that you're here to join us. This lifestyle was created by the amazing Chef Frank after realizing that in order to get healthy, we all need to eat better. Chef Frank brings 30 years of cooking experience. He has a degree in culinary arts and food technology. He is certified in plant-based nutrition and has been cooking around the world in places like Germany, New York, and even the Caribbean. For the past 10 years, he has devoted his life to helping others live a healthier lifestyle. Please join me in welcoming Chef Frank.
Hello. Welcome to today's workshop for the 14-day Eat Like a Vegan Chef Challenge. Thank you so much, Stacy. I really appreciate it. That was a beautiful introduction. Thank you. Wonderful. Okay, so I think let's wait a few more minutes until everyone comes in, and then we'll start with our workshop. Good. So let me do this. Sorry, Stacy.
That's really good.
Okay. Are you ready for the new you? Who's ready here? Give me a thumbs up or give me um, a like, a thumbs up, whatever you think, or give me a yes. I think this is your opportunity to um, transition to a fantastic new you. Okay. Um, okay. My goal for you tonight is basically by the end of this workshop, you should have a good understanding what Eat Like a Vegan Chef is all about, and um, it's basically the end of all your diets and the beginning of something really awesome. So, in other words, you can really make your dreams come true. I know it sounds a little bit, out of this world, but yeah, from the outcomes from all of our challenges, I really have to say that we have quite a lot of members who had really awesome results, and we will get to them a little bit later. We have actually 4 past participants of past challenges, which are also members, and they will talk about their experiences. So you get a good understanding what the challenge is all about, and what's important to know, and what is the possibility for you if you do the challenge, and what you can expect. So I just want to give you a little bit information about me, what I do. I help people lose weight by help them stop dieting and help them transitioning to a whole food plant-based lifestyle. That's what I do. I'm very passionate about helping others. I get to that in a little bit later, how I got to this. This is probably very important for you to know, because I think it is important for me that you know why I do this. And this is so important. Just to give you an idea, we do have a success path, so to speak, for each member or for each person who takes the challenge. And it goes, I will go into those steps a little bit later, as they are very important. And you will see that those little steps have an incredible effect on your life. So the way our steps work is by tiny little habits, implementing little habits every day. Throughout the challenge, I will give you certain, small challenges, which result in little habits for you, or implementing new habits. And each habit has probably just a very tiny, small effect on you. But if you implement all these steps on a daily basis, and let's say you were to stay with us for the entire year, you would improve your life by 300%. And I'm not saying this because I'm just making up a number. This is actually taken from recent studies that when you implement little tiny steps on a daily basis, you have a huge effect by the end of the year. Conversely, on the other side, if you keep doing what you're doing and you think you're not eating perfectly, you're not eating healthy, and you keep doing it, you will end up actually all the way down on the bottom of the scale of this diagram. And this is a vicious cycle where I see many people they say, okay, tomorrow I'm going to implement this, and then the next day nothing happens. So we are here to support you, and I'm here to support you. So this is something very near to my heart, and I can only urge you, try to implement those little habits, and you will see a huge effect on it. Okay, so just to give you a little bit information about myself, I am, as you know, I'm a chef. I've been working for the last 30 years, and I've been exposed to all type of foods. You name it, I had them. You name it, I cooked them. But that's not all. When I came into the restaurant in the morning, I would see all these croissants. I would see all these, muffins, sausages, scrambled eggs. That's just breakfast. So, and every morning before I became a vegetarian, I would eat, whatever is there. I could never really say no because why should I, right? I had everything to my disposal. And so just to give you a little example, for breakfast, I had it all. For lunch, maybe I had a chicken breast and mushroom sauce, but for dinner, I would have lobster or scallops, steak, whatever it is, because I had it to my disposal. So you can imagine what my transition looked like when I became a vegan, but I'll get there in a moment. So my family members, especially my mom, she cooked Mediterranean style food. So I thought that was pretty healthy. So, but she was overweight, and that's the strange part. Everyone says the Mediterranean diet is healthy, but I don't think that's the way science is pointing at. The Mediterranean diet is healthy because we have they're eating a lot of vegetables, but they also eat a lot of oil and dairy. So the reason why a Mediterranean diet is healthy is only because of the vegetables. And recent studies have shown that it's only because of the vegetables a Mediterranean diet is healthy. Okay, so because my mom was overweight, I helped her with diet plans and stuff. As a chef, I thought I knew what I was doing, and she would lose 10 pounds and would gain 12 pounds. So it was strange. It didn't work. Now we know better. The Western the Western diet, it is very hard to lose weight. You have to restrict your calories, and we will get to this a little bit later in my lifestyle, and you will be pleasantly surprised when you hear this. So, but to make a long story short, my mom developed breast cancer, and my world came crashing down. This is we didn't know why she developed breast cancer, because she was eating fairly healthy, and well, she survived it, and then later got Alzheimer's, and it's crazy how one person gets punished like this. But I'm sure you have people in your family who have cancer, who have had cancer or Alzheimer's or high blood pressure. And that's when it actually hit me. You know what? I saw that some of my my family members got sick too, with high blood pressure and stroke and stuff like this. And that's when I realized, when is my turn? And I said to myself, you know what? Let's get checked and see what's going on. I had been a vegetarian for years, for at least 4 or 5 years. But I was hooked on dairy. That was my problem. I went to the doctor, and the doctor said, "Hey, Frank, your cholesterol is at 260." I said, "What?" I said, "I don't eat meat and chicken." And doctor didn't know much to say about this. He said, "Well, you got to do something, but otherwise I have to give you medicine." And I said, "Nope, that's it." And I said, "I'm going vegan." So I went vegan. After about a year, a little struggle here and there, I went back to the doctor, and the doctor said, "No, it's still the same. Nothing has changed. Nothing. I became a vegan and nothing has changed." So I didn't know what to do. So out of desperation, I started to research different diets. So I went back to all different diets. I did the Atkins, I did paleo, keto, the bulletproof diet, you name it, I did it, because I wanted to make sure that I wanted to find the diet that works for me. But none of them really made me feel good about myself. And that's when I came across the China study. The China study was done, or created by Dr. Campbell, and so I read his book, and I actually got certified by his whole food plant-based nutrition course, which is, I think, by the way, one of the best, in my opinion. Fantastic. But he didn't taught anything about cooking. He only laid down the facts about a whole food plant-based lifestyle, but absolutely nothing about cooking. So I went to other places, and no one really showed you anything about, how to cook that and how to take you by the hand. So that's when I said, you know what, I got to do it my own. I have to do it my own and see what I can do. And I read one nutrition book after another. I studied these doctors. I studied all these different places. Of course, and you realize that I am not the inventor of this diet. This is this credit has to be given to Dr. McDougall, Dr. Campbell, and Dr. Esselstyn, many other doctors who actually led this way of a whole food plant-based lifestyle. But the problem is, you could find these meal plans, but there was no, coaching around how to do this, how to, take you by the hand, so to speak. And so I did it myself, and I journaled everything. I wrote down everything, what I knew about it, what I learned about it. All my information, what I got from the outside, from all these doctors, including my own experiences, my 30 years of experience, and then the experimenting of whole food plant-based lifestyle. I documented everything. So, and the great eye-opening came when I opened up one of the Hilton hotels, and usually we all have a family meal by the end of the day or in the morning. So I'm sure you have seen some movies, Burned or Chef, where the entire team sits together and has food after breakfast or after lunch. So we had breakfast all together, and in the beginning, everyone would bring their own food because breakfast is over. There's tons of sausages and all that stuff left over. So everyone would eat, scrambled eggs, sausage, bacon, all this stuff every day. And I would eat my veggies. And then one after the other would ask, "Hey, chef, what are you eating there?" "Just some veggies." "And can I have some tomorrow?" "Sure." So to make the long story short again, after a whole month, everyone would eat the veggies. And we would one big meal, and everyone would eat from it. No one would eat any kind of meat or whatever. And then I realized that my sous chef lost a lot of weight. And I asked him, hey, what happened to you? You lost a lot of weight. How did you do that? And he said, I watched you. I said, what? Yeah, I watched you eating. And then I did the same. And I said, that's amazing. So he lost 40 pounds in, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 months. And that was the moment Eat Like a Vegan Chef was born. That's when I said, if I can inspire other people to eat like this, then it should happen to them too. And this is exactly what's been happening throughout the challenges. There's so many great stories what came out of the challenges. It's just absolutely amazing, and you will realize it later that with the 4 past participants who will talk about it, they will tell you a little bit more about that. So I left a lucrative 6-figure job, and I started from scratch, basically, simply because cooking for rich people and not getting even a thank you for a healthy meal wasn't worth it, and it wasn't fulfilling. So I said to myself, if I can inspire other people by doing my own thing, this is fulfilling, and that's what I do. So when I see people who do the challenge and they have success, maybe they have lost 10 or 20 pounds, or they came off of medicine, then I feel like a kid in a candy store. This is how I feel, and I'm truly passionate about helping others. That's why I do this. Okay, so that was enough about me. Let me ask you, who here has said before, I will start a new diet on Monday? Say yes.
Yeah.
Huh? Who here said yes to yes, there's another Monday, or there's another new year? Let me see some yes or no's. Yes, that's right. Yeah, because we were all in the same boat. We're all in the same. Yes. Wow, thank you. So, well, you are just one challenge away from total transformation. And my goal for you is to go through this transformation and see what Eat Like a Vegan Chef can do for you. And again, I just like to give you my little 5-step approach. We go through discovery, adopting, transitioning, identifying, and then we master the whole food plant-based lifestyle. This is what Eat Like a Vegan Chef is all about. I like that. Yes, 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 yes. Pat, very good, very good. Okay. I'd like to talk to you about a little bit about how we prepare for our weekly sessions. I mean, not me, but how the entire world is actually shopping for, how you fill your refrigerator. Just to ask you a little question here, who goes to the supermarket and buys all that food, puts it in a refrigerator, and then we make a meal plan? Does it sound familiar? To me, this is the way my mom has shopped. Many of my family members, everyone shops this way, because we haven't known it any other way. But the way I teach you here is the opposite. I give you a meal plan, I give you a shopping list, and then you go and buy the food. And just to give you a little bit of an example, I give you foods that are rather sustainable. So you're not only eating healthy, you're eating seasonal, but you're also sustainable. You're helping the environment, which in the end, we all have our whys, why we do this. You have your why, I have my why. And my why has many, issues, from sustainability to health to animals to, all these things. But just so this is basically my why and why I do this. And I know, oops, what happened here? And I know that there are many people might think, you know what, that diet doesn't work for me. So first of all, Eat Like a Vegan Chef is not a diet, it's a lifestyle. So it will you will be pleasantly surprised. Others might say, hey, I cannot cook, so this is not for me. I can assure you there are many people in our group who couldn't cook before. And let me just bring Stacy back in. It's okay. I lost you here.
Yes, my fault.
Okay, so there are many people, and I think Stacy can tell you that, about her cooking skills in the beginning and now, and the same with many other members who couldn't cook before, and now they're cooking up incredible meals. In fact, on Instagram, I'm posting every week one person from the membership who cooked up an incredible meal. So those things are featured. That's how good they are. No, Victoria, it's never too late to join the challenge. Just answering. I just saw this here. Okay. We have another false belief where some people say, oh, I cannot do this because of my family. They don't want to become vegan. And you have a point, absolutely. But again, look at me. I am the only one in my family who is vegan, and I couldn't tell them, I couldn't bring them to become a vegan. But I have inspired hundreds, maybe thousands, I don't know, to become healthy, whole food, plant-based vegans. And but the key is to, inspire your family, eat healthy. That doesn't mean that they're going to become 100% vegans, but as long as they are willing to try a few meals here and there, absolutely. I mean, that's in my family. They're probably 80%, 90% plant-based, but they still have, want to go back to certain foods, and which is fine. I'm not here to lecture you. I'm here to inspire. That's all I do. And whether it's in a challenge or whether it's in the membership, I always try to lead by example. And I'm not perfect. So the meal plan reflects this. We do have a cheat day. I don't want you to go for weeks without having any of your favorite foods, whether they're animal foods or just plant-based junk foods. I'm not saying you should be eating those, but if you need it, have it. But as long as you know how to get right back, then that's all good. And this is what most of our members have learned through the last few months now, that when you start eating a healthy diet, you want to stay with this because you're feeling good. And I think your family members actually realizing this, and they ask, how did you do this? Why are you feeling so good? What did the doctor said? Your cholesterol is down? When your family members hear this, that's a turning point for many families. And most of our members, I must say, the spouses, at least 60% are in with this lifestyle. And I must say that a lot of them actually have become better than the spouses who have joined the membership. So it's incredible. I'd like to just touch base on a few things. During my coaching sessions, we do have quite a lot of coaching sessions in the membership, group coaching. I realize there's a pattern in there, and the pattern. I will get to this in a minute with Gail, Stacy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry about questions, Chef.
Pardon me?
Don't worry about questions right now. That's for later.
Okay. Good. And the greatest pattern of all of them was, when we in those coaching sessions, I asked everyone in the beginning, how do you feel? What has happened in the last week? Is there anything new what you want to tell the group? The people who had the greatest success followed the meal plan and lost weight, felt great, and everything was perfect. The ones who didn't lose weight or maybe even gained weight, they said, you know what, I didn't really follow the meal plan. And guess what? They actually were answering their own question. They would say they would continue, I know I didn't follow the meal plan, but I was busy or I wasn't in the mood or whatever it is. They answered their own question. And it's very, very powerful to hear this. And it very, very, how you call it? It's humbling for me to know that the meal plans have been working, because everyone who followed the meal plans had success, and the ones who didn't have success. So even though we have plenty of recipes in the library, at least for the members, they have, if you don't want the meal plan or the dishes in the meal plan, you can switch them out, because all my recipes are whole food, plant-based, oil-free, all of them, 100%. And there are a few recipes in there where I would say, they're borderline, because you want to splurge sometime. You want to have a brownie one time, or you want to have this and that. I don't want to restrict everyone of all the good foods. So that's why I have some of them in there. And if you need this, make it. Make yourself a nice brownie or a muffin. So recipes are in there. As long as they're whole food, plant-based, oil-free, you can splurge as much as you want. Obviously, if you want to lose weight, there's a few things you need to stay in line, and this is what I will teach you throughout the challenge. There's a lot of things you need to address in this challenge, and I will go through this together, or we will go through this together, and we will address it, and we will be successful. Just to give you an example, the Facebook group we have is so incredible supportive that I almost want to say that there's no way you can fail, because everyone is catching the other one. As long as you talk, as long as you are part of this conversation, you have people who will support you. And so from that point of view, it's definitely being in a Facebook group and being actively in there definitely pays out. I wanted to just go through the challenge a little bit. On Saturday, we have our opening ceremony at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, and I urge you all to come. This is very important. Then on Sunday, we have our batch cooking at 4 p.m., where I cook a few dishes out of next week's meal plan, so you get an idea how to cook this. I also give you any kind of tips and answer any kind of questions. And I probably going to be live quite a few times throughout the week in order to give you advice or answer any kind of questions. Then Monday is weigh-in, and weigh-in in the morning before breakfast. And really, Monday is the first day where you start to eat, not the Saturday, not the Sunday. I know a lot of people are anxious to get started, but I want you to hang in there and just, start slowly. Once we give you access to the challenge, and that will be probably by midnight, by tomorrow morning, you will have access to the challenge. You go through the module. So the way it works, you will get an email. It says, follow these little steps, where to find all these things. We have the library, which is here at the Eat Like a Vegan Chef membership. Then we have our Facebook group, and all these things I'm going to discuss with you through email and through live streams. So I take you literally by the hand, and then I want you to go through one module after the other. Don't go straight to the meal planner, pick your meals, or take your shopping list and go shopping. Go from the top all the way down and make sure you read the entire module. Very, very important, because this is not your ordinary challenge. This is a challenge that gets you results. At least 90% of all participants had in some way very good results. Okay, I think now it's the time to bring in our past participants. Okay. Good. So I would say we are going to start with Jackie. Jackie, you are live.
Hello.
Hi, Jackie.
Hey.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Great. I'm doing great.
Wonderful, wonderful. So basically, Jackie is, how long are you with us now? When did you start?
November 30th. November 30th, I did your 7-day challenge is when I started.
Okay. Okay, great. And would you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you did the challenge and what did you experience?
Yeah. So it's kind of like I stumbled upon Chef's Facebook post about starting the vegan challenge. It was a 7-day challenge. And as of today, I'm down 27 pounds.
Nice. Nice.
And I am one of those people that Chef was talking about that cannot cook. I was never a cook. In fact, I got offered to be on that show, America's Worst Cooks. My son put in pictures and wrote the description, and I couldn't cook anything. And having these batch cookings and being able to watch a professional chef cook and have these recipes with all the spices and flavors, and he prepares each dish so specially that he prepares all the nutrients. We don't have to think, we really don't have to think how many proteins am I getting? We don't have to think about any of that. But the thing I love the most, so I started the 7-day challenge thinking I'll just do it. And like all the other diets, I get so bored and I get tired of counting how many points is this or whatever. And I thought after 7 days, I'll probably it was a good experience. Well, I lost so much weight that I was like, okay, I'm hooked. I'm hooked. In fact, I became a member before the challenge was over because I saw the recipes, I saw the Facebook group, and I had done research, and everything out there is so expensive, and this was so reasonable and so good. And the serving portions were so huge. So when we made a portion of the chili, it wasn't just a regular size bowl, even a big bowl in a restaurant. It was a serving bowl size of chili. And I was like, okay, I can do this. I mean, this is a lot of food. This isn't just, you can have 5 carrots. This was terrific. So I just love it. Chefs had all these different classes, like we did a knife cutting class and we did yoga, we did meditation for the members. So I just can't say enough. I am so blessed. And when you said about following your dreams, this allows you to follow your dreams. Absolutely. I have so much energy that I'm, now doing so many things that I wasn't doing before. So do it for yourself and join the challenge, and you'll really love it.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jackie. Really, I'm proud of you. You came a long way. I remember you. I remember you coming in and telling me you couldn't cook, and now actually last week you cooked 4 dishes at the same time.
Yeah, before I knew it, I was chopping everything up and I posted on Facebook. Oh my gosh, I have 4 things going. I was like, this is not me. I don't know who this is. But I will also say, for new people, I would ask the dumbest questions because my knowledge of kitchen stuff is 0. So I had a lot of questions, and at no time did I ever feel like I couldn't ask a question. And Stacy and the Facebook community, if you have a question, one time I was shopping, I typed on there, hey, what is this? Or where can I find this? And, you get the Facebook community is just fabulous too. It's like having all new friends too. So it's been great.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Jackie. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just like Jackie, we have a ton of other members who think just the same way. And just imagine yourself in the Facebook group, the support in there, just incredible. And by the way, there are no stupid questions ever. And Stacy can attest for this, that I'm very, very passionate when it comes to, it doesn't matter. I'm here to help, regardless of where you are in your cooking arena.
Absolutely. I'm proof.
Thank you. Okay, good. Okay, thank you so much, Jackie. Let's bring in someone else. Let's bring in Kim. Hi, Kim.
Hi there. Hello.
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Thank you. Thank you.
Wonderful. Actually, Kim, you were actually brought in by Jackie, right?
By Jackie. Yep.
Yes.
She's my BFF.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, Kim, why don't you tell us about your experience and what you have experienced since you began with us?
Yeah. So I was watching Jackie, and we've been friends since high school, and that's many, many moons ago. And she was very excited about the first challenge that she did, and she was sharing how she was losing weight, how she was feeling better, and she's like, "You should do this." And I'm like, "Oh, let me think about it." And then when there was the challenge in January, I was like, "Okay, I'm going to do this." I've seen the success that she's had. And yes, weight loss for me would be, I'm still working on my weight loss, but I think the one thing for me that really helped was the testimonials of other members in the group with their other physical health issues. So I have type 2 diabetes, I have high blood pressure, I have high cholesterol, all of those good things. And just recently, probably about 6 months ago, diagnosed with peripheral arterial disease. And one of the doctors that Chef mentioned earlier, Dr. Esselstyn, I had seen a video of his and was just really encouraged by the whole whole food, plant-based lifestyle. I'm the same way. I don't say diet. This is my new way of living and my new way of thinking. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to try this. And so I lost weight. The first 2 weeks, I lost 11 pounds. Like Jackie, I was just amazed at the amount of foods that we were eating. I think one of the biggest things for me is I love fruit. And so being diabetic, you're always told you have to be really careful with what fruits you're eating. And one of the things that you'll find with this plan is that you have a snack in the morning and a snack in the afternoon. And I was just craving fruit. And so I was eating pears and pineapple and grapes and, just loving all the fruit. So one of the things that I had done before I started was I had gotten my sugar levels tested, and I was on a significant amount of insulin. And so within probably the first week, my sugar levels had gone down so low that I had to start decreasing the insulin that I was taking, and which was amazing. And for the first 2 weeks, it was just awesome. And, I talked to my doctor, and my doctor was aware what I was doing and was giving me tips. So I'm not telling people, do this and you'll just be able to cut your insulin. I did it definitely with my doctor. One of the other issues was indigestion and constipation. And within about 3 days, the detoxing, I was like, okay, I'm loving this too. And was just feeling so much better. So yeah, I was losing my medication. I was losing weight. But I will tell you one thing that you will not lose on this program, and that is flavorful food. I know Jackie mentioned that too. The way that Chef combines spices and Tabasco and all the other good stuff, things that I'd never heard of, and I like to cook. It's just amazing. The food tastes so good. And I think if I could leave one last thing with people, and Chef, you didn't mention this, but you did in your first challenges for me, and these have actually become my words for this year, is progress, not perfection. And I just keep thinking that I just have to keep moving. If I, fail, if I, do something I shouldn't or have something I shouldn't, it's not the end of the world. And times before I was like, I goofed up. I ate something that I shouldn't have. And so I'm just going to quit. But this lifestyle, this way of eating is one that I've not. It's like, I will, if anybody gets a chance to look at some of the stuff with Dr. Esselstyn, it's amazing. And the results of whole food, plant-based eating, please do it. Because I'm hoping that as I continue on, that my arterial disease and any heart disease that's in there is also going to improve, because that's one of the things that Dr. Esselstyn mentioned. So yeah, this has been an awesome experience for me, and I'm looking forward to the challenge again and to just keep moving forward.
Wow. Thank you so much, Kim. I didn't expect so many positive things came out of this 1 month or 2 months you have been with us.
Yes.
It's so amazing. I truly appreciate you letting us know how your journey went. And again, you know how I feel now? Like a kid in a candy store.
Yeah. Well, I can keep going. I was teasing Stacy, and I said, well, I have 45 minutes worth of notes here, and I can keep talking because it has been really amazing. And there's just been so much that's been helpful for me. So yeah, thank you,
Wonderful.
Chef.
This is so great. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Maybe we bring you in another day during the challenge or after the challenge, just to give everyone a little bit.
Get the rest of that 45 minutes. Keep those notes.
Okay.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Kim.
Thanks, Kim.
Okay, so we have 2 more guests. I hope you all are with me. I hope you're inspired by what you hear from our members. Okay, let's bring in Connie.
Hi, all.
Hi, Connie. How are you?
Okay, how are you?
Good. Very good. Very good. I'm glad you're here today. Connie, so why don't you tell us about yourself? When did you start it, and what did you experience through the challenges, and throughout this time that you're here with us?
Well, I've been vegan for about a year before I stumbled upon Chef Frank's program on Facebook, and I tried a lot of diets. Nothing stuck. I was tired of yo-yo dieting, and when I did go vegan, I lost a little weight, but it took a long time. And everything that I was eating was either pasta, had oil, or it was made with cashews. So I figured, well, let me try this challenge. So I started with the 7-day challenge at the end of November. And it wasn't so much about the losing weight, but it was eliminating my medications. Because I was on 5 medications a day, and I am now down to 3.
Wow.
My doctor was impressed when I told her about your program, and she loves the whole food plant-based. I went to get my blood work done, and my blood pressure went from 120/72 down to 99/58. So low that they had to remove one of my medications. This program will give you so much more energy than you ever imagined. I mean, after a week of on this program, I had so much energy, I didn't know what to do. I also was on cholesterol medication. My cholesterol went from 154 down to 123, which is now a normal range. Again, another medication stopped. I am also diabetic. I'm on 2 medications for that. My A1C went down from 6.2 to 5.9. I am now what they consider pre-diabetic. So my doctor said, if I continue doing this program and I continue losing weight, that's probably going to be the next medication I'm going to be losing. I'm a family of 4, and only 2 of us are vegan. The other 2 are still meat eaters. It's possible. It's not easy, but it's still possible. Chef Frank's food is very, very tasty. The portions are large, and I have a lot of leftovers in the freezer for those days that you look in the refrigerator, oh no, I finished all the meals and I forgot to cook. Pop one in the microwave, heat it up, you got a meal. It's a very supportive group, and you will make a lot of new friends. And I know firsthand that this lifestyle works. This is not a diet, it's a lifestyle. And I would never go back because I know what would happen if I go back, and I don't want those medications anymore.
Wow.
I have goosebumps.
Wonderful, Connie. Wow, this is just amazing. I cannot believe that you went. You know, one of the facts most people tell you, it is the hardest thing to get off of high blood pressure medicine.
My
And
previous doctors told me once you're on those medications, you can never get off.
yeah,
My new doctor says, oh no, you definitely can.
yeah, it's truly a fact, because if you don't do any radical changes in your lifestyle, you will be hooked for life. And I'm not saying that that doctors do this on purpose. I know they're willing to help, and they're trying to help you, but I think the medical system is geared in such a way that the more medications, the more money everyone makes.
Exactly.
And well, we help you by taking the pills, and your cholesterol is low and your high blood pressure is low, but that those medicine actually kill your kidneys after 20-30 years, no one is telling you.
I actually have my old medications I took off of. They're in my closet as a reminder. That's what you don't want to go back to.
Good, excellent. That is very, very inspiring, Connie. Thank you so much. I
You're
really
welcome.
Thank you.
cannot thank you enough for that you came tonight. Thank you.
You're quite welcome.
Okay, so let's bring in Anjana. Hi, Anjana, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Very good, very good. So, Anjana, why don't you tell us about yourself? You have been with me since the beginning.
Yeah, since
And
September. Yes, yes.
yeah, so why don't you tell
So
us about you? How have you started, and what have you experienced throughout?
sure, and I'll definitely take 45 minutes. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so I'm from Massachusetts, and it's really cold here. So I developed a lot of allergies and asthma. And my mom has diabetes, and on my family, my uncle, he died of heart attack, like with cholesterol. And I have another uncle that has Parkinson's disease, and I have thyroid too. And inflammation, So basically, like the bad family history, and And right, like we're like brainwashed to eat, let's say from the beginning to eat dairy and eat meats, because we want to be, they tell us you have to be strong, but if you look at giraffes or let's say rhinos or elephants, I mean, they're vegetarian and they're strong, so it's just that kind of thinking that just your diet, gets you in the wrong place. So I was having a lot of pains and stuff like that, and my allergies and thyroid, all that. So my daughter was talking, she's a pharmacist, and she was mentioning stuff about vegan. And and I said, okay, she's my daughter, she's just maybe studied that in school, and when it's family, you don't really take seriously, So then another friend of mine was telling me about it. And then I had a nutritionist and she said, you know what, go whole food plant-based, and that's great. And so that's the time when I think I saw your Facebook ad, or I saw you, found you on Facebook around September, or yeah, that time. And you were offering like this 14-day free challenge. And so I grabbed it. I said, okay, well, everybody's saying vegan. And you said, it's going to make a difference and you'll see it for yourself. And I said, okay, it's a free challenge. Let me join. So I joined. I lost 6 pounds on that first 14-day challenge. And then I immediately became a member, because I said, because up to that point, it was hard for me to lose weight because I was like just at that stopped, I just couldn't do it because of my metabolism, because of the thyroid. So, and then I also, after that, later I did the 1 week challenge and I lost 3 pounds. And then I did the 4-week challenge, the paid challenge, and I lost 4 more pounds. So basically, so totally, but from the 4-week challenge to now, I kind of gained 3 pounds. So I guess overall I lost 13 pounds. And so I have less pain now. I have less inflammation. I have more energy. I feel light, and it's just my blood pressure medicine went down to half. So the doctor, got me down to half. It was halved. And so I just feel great, and I also went shopping for a new wardrobe kind of because, my pants were getting so big kind of. So I lost a lot of weight. Yeah. So basically, I just want to tell the new people that are thinking, that are planning to join this or are looking at it, that you got to want to do it. You got to need to do it. You can hear me well, right, Chef?
Say again?
You can hear me okay, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay,
I can
perfect.
hear you.
Yeah. So, and so you got to want to do it. You got to need to do it. You got to want to make a decision to do it. And you got to want to stand by the decision to do it, because success will never attack you. I mean, you really have to go after it to succeed. And so basically for me, what I did was I wrote down goals. I put it on the fridge, just be consistent, have a positive attitude, and like athletes, they believe that they're going to win before they actually start. So just have the faith, and I mean, you choose to win or lose, so you can elevate or destroy yourself. And so I would say join the challenge and see the difference for yourself, and in 14 days, and then you can decide to join the membership. I mean, don't pressure yourself to join the membership right away. I would do the challenge and I would see the difference. And because what you see is what you sow is what you reap, basically. So if you think that you're, basically if you eat junk, you're going to go toward the disease aspect of that. So give yourself this gift, and I would say because you're special. And also I wanted to say the added benefits of chefs, this program is also the SOPA, which is like the 5 ingredients that he says to let go. But I don't know if he wanted to talk about it today. But
Yeah,
and so the recipes are great. That's another thing. I love them. And the team is really good, So, I mean, you can call up like Connie or me or, Jacqueline or, I mean, Marjorie. I mean, we're all examples of people that have lost a lot of weight. And Stacy and, Chef, anytime. Chef also responds by email. He's excellent. I mean, and then there's guest speakers, anytime, like once a month. We have about nutrition, yoga, meditation, and Chef gave like a class on knife skills. And also there was a boot camp. Of course, it was a paid boot camp, and I didn't do it. But there's stuff that's offered that. So, but after, but
Anjana,
also, what?
Anjana, you're doing a great job. You're trying to bring people into the membership. I really appreciate it. But
Yeah.
I have a lot more to cover.
Oh yeah,
Um,
sure.
so
No, I just wanted to say that, like, I think also you give away gifts, like, so after the,
I will
you
get there. Yeah,
Yeah.
so
I will
I
get there.
I won the coaching package, and so I was very excited about that. It's like, I won it for the 10 weeks.
Yes.
And
Actually,
and also I need, my only problem was exercise, and that too you have videos to do exercising and stuff like that. So yeah, it's like an excellent program, and I think it would make a difference to other people. I don't think it makes a difference to you or us on the panel or anybody, but
yeah.
I think it makes a big difference to the people that are trying to join. So I would just like, definitely join and jump in, and yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Anjana. I
Sorry,
really
yeah.
appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Okay, wonderful. So that concludes our past participants. Anjana was actually one of the most. She participated the most in social media, so that's why she won the coaching award. But what I usually do is every challenge I give away prizes. That means I give away prizes for best health benefits achieved, most weight loss. What else? I give prizes away for, what am I missing?
Most active.
Most active, yes, of course, most active. And then I give away a lifetime membership for a person who cannot afford the membership. So, for instance, if someone is in a group, and we always have people in the group who are so involved and really successful with what they're doing, but then after the 2 weeks, everything is gone because they will not have access to no longer access to the information. And I give away one lifetime membership for the person who truly wants to stay in the group. And sometimes I even give two away. I'm not bound to any kind of rules, and I'm here to help. And obviously, we all, I expect honesty when it comes to that. If someone is really not in the position to join the membership, I'm here to help. But overall, the challenges are here to show you a transition to the plant side you have never seen before. Okay, I'm just reading a comment. Any Peloton members here? Can I write during the challenge? Yep, you could. Okay, so now since we're here, I want to give you a reason to join the membership for $1 tonight. And the reason why I say this is because throughout the last few challenges, I have seen the difference between having access to the entire membership or having access just to your weekly meal planner. There's a big difference in there. In the membership itself, in the library, there's so many other informations. I will get to them in a minute. But for the next 2 weeks, for the next 14 days, you will have free access to that, to the entire membership for only $1. So this is something where I really want you to succeed in this, and I think $1 anyone can afford, and you will have access for the next 2 weeks. So that means you will be a member for the next 2 weeks, and you can actually achieve what anyone else has achieved throughout the 2 weeks, and then some more. And if you like what you see in the membership, you just continue. If you don't like it, you can cancel before the 14 days are over, and you wouldn't be charged for this membership. So this is only for the annual membership plan. I have two options. You can join in as an annual with one payment or with two payments. The one payment is $197, and two payments is $99 the first, and then in 6 months again $99. So plus I give a 30-minute free coaching session for everyone who joins today. This is priceless. This pays for your basically the 30-minute coaching session is just as valuable as your first payment, the $99. So basically you're in for free, so to speak. And the 30 minutes, a private coaching session with me gives you a head start for the next 2 weeks and beyond, that you completely, you will ace it, because I will in those 30 minutes, I can give you so much advice that you wouldn't get in the next month, because it's a private coaching. Okay, so just to give you an idea what is in the membership, we have our 4 seasons weight loss plan, meaning there's a winter planner, there's a fall menu planner, there's a spring menu planner, then summer. The summer is not created yet, but at least there's 2 full menu plans in there with tons of meal plans and recipes. We have the SOPA transition planner, and the SOPA transition basically, this is the 5 ingredients we are letting go throughout the challenge, which gives everyone the success you need. And we will get to that on Saturday. Then we have our Members Hub. Members Hub includes, oh my goodness, it has so much information in there, from our monthly lesson, the monthly sessions where I teach knife cutting lessons, for instance, Vegetables 101. All the videos I have ever produced, all the cooking demos I've ever done, they're all in there. Then you get access to all recipes and access to all meal planners, shopping list, guest speakers. So basically every month we have a different guest speaker, and I know Anjana touched base on this. So I try to bring every month a different guest speaker in, where you really get some purpose out of it. We had yoga instructors here, meditation instructor, mindfulness instructor. We're going to have a what's it called, a fitness instructor within the next 2 weeks. So it's just incredible, and it all helps you going throughout, through the challenge and through the membership. Beside that, I have a ton of tools in my membership. Tools are, for instance, for those of you who want to transition to a whole food plant-based lifestyle, I have the vegan cheat sheet, which is a whole sheet and videos how to get yourself ready to become a vegan. There's a whole lot of number of steps you should do in order to be successful. Then I have my shopping guide. The shopping guide shows you everything: how to shop, when to shop, how to shop, and how to see what vegetables are right and what vegetables you should avoid at certain times. So there's a lot of different things in the membership, but most of all, you get me as your coach, and I think this is really where I differentiate myself from everyone else out there. You have me as a coach. I literally have people calling me in a supermarket and asking me, Chef, should I buy this vegetable or that vegetable? And and if I happen to answer the call or the email, then I will answer. Where do you get this? Where do you get this for this little amount of money? Nowhere. You know what you get with my plan? You pay thousands of dollars. I have researched them, thousands of dollars for what I offer to my members. But the reason I'm not offering it for that amount of money, I want to make it affordable for everyone, and that's why I do this. Because the rich, they can buy themselves a coach, and that's the end of the story. But many others can't, and that's why I'm here. And it's the majority of people who need this help, and I'm offering my help to you. That's what I'm here for. And I think the $1 deal for the next 2 weeks is absolutely priceless. Just, you know, when you join for the $1, remember, it's going to expire tonight. By 12 a.m., the special is going to be gone. And then you do have then it goes back to the original offer, which is you have a 14-day grace period, but you pay upfront. So, but it's still risk-free. But again, the $1 special is really a complete, to me, it's a no-brainer. And I did it because I want to help. Good. So let's see if we have any questions. Then we go to the Q&A. And
did you want to address Gail and her heart?
yes. Okay, good. Gail, are you still here? Give me a yes. Let's see. Gail was asking if my plan will help you with heartburn. And my experience has shown that most people who suffer from heartburn will actually will have no longer heartburn. Okay, good. Great, Gail. I'm glad you're here. Excellent. So when you follow my meal plan, and I know you don't want to lose weight. I know you had mentioned this to me before. I will give you a few tips on how not to lose weight. But here is the trick. With my meal plans, it's a self-regulating meal plan. If you want to lose weight, you will lose weight. If you don't want to lose weight, well, hey, you might lose a little bit, but it's you just eat more. And I will get to the special ingredients you need to eat in order to maintain your weight. I will talk to you about this on Saturday or Sunday during our batch cooking. But in order to not have heartburn anymore, there are a few little things you need to do. You know, eat early, have at least 3 hours before you go to bed. Eat whole food, plant-based. That's the key. And what I'm saying is the key is whole. It's the magic is in whole, and the whole foods, plant-based, are the ones who give you this positive, those benefits. You don't want to eat too much fat. You want to definitely stay oil-free. And I'm not giving you advice on what type of vegetables to eat. All my meal plans are designed to avoid heartburn. So regardless of what kind of foods you're eating. Obviously, you have to let go of acidic foods, of fatty foods, and all these things. So that's very important. But I will get more into detail on my batch cooking on Sunday. Okay, so I can almost promise you, I don't know what your underlying medical conditions are for that heartburn. It could be a medical condition, which I don't know about. So you just want to, if you don't have any medical conditions, then you should be okay and your heartburn should go away. But still, I would check it out with my doctor and see what your doctor says. and then we'll go from there. Okay, Stacy, you have anything else?
Yes. I don't know if you want to touch on working out and protein and plant-based protein and all that. Strength training. A few people are
Yes,
doing it.
absolutely. I think we had a nice comment here from Erica.
Erica's, yeah.
Okay, Erica, I'm a member who and do strength training 4 times a week. Chef does provide recommendations for that. Yes. So I have trained professional boxers with a whole food plant-based lifestyle. So if I can feed them, I'll be able to feed you. And that's not. I'm sorry. I don't want to tweet my own horn, but regular people who trying to, who work out, I definitely have the right meal plans for you. It's just a matter of if you get enough calories, you will most likely get enough protein. But then again, I do get into specifics, and I need to talk to you about that. So anyone who is on a, who's working out, I need to talk to you personally. So I need to give you recommendations because everyone is different. I cannot give everyone the same recommendations because it wouldn't work. First of all, everyone's weight is different. And we will get into the nitty-gritty stuff all throughout the weekend. That's why it's so important that you read all my material when you get access to it. Okay, so it's very, very important. But I will give you advice on what to eat, how to eat, and when to eat. So you will succeed with this. If you are an athlete, I'll be happy to help you. Okay.
Really good question that I always had. I don't have anymore. How do you clean mushrooms?
There's 2 different ways to clean mushrooms. You can take a brush and clean it off, and just clean off the dirt, because mushrooms are usually grown in a greenhouse, so it's there's not really dirt on it. Unless you have fresh mushrooms from your farm. But the other way, I very often rinse them underwater. Then I cut off the little strunk, and then I slice them. That's it. So there's 2 ways. Some people do it dry, and some people wash it with water. Okay.
Karen's comment. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Gained weight during depression from lockdown. Was at a 24. There you go. 24 BMI. Can hardly move. Difficult access to fresh foods. Living in the country.
Okay. So are you able to order online? Probably not. But you see, one of the ways is, just to give you an example, during World War II, when the Germans invaded Norway, they took all the way the meats from the Norwegian people. The Norwegian people had sick people, as any other country had. But when they took away all the meats, and so they were left with only the vegetables and starchy vegetables, the Norwegian population became healthier. And during those 4 or 5 years, all the cancer rates almost became 0. So just to give you an example, it doesn't really matter what kind of foods you eat during your whole food plant-based lifestyle, you will always do better. Obviously, if you have fresh vegetables, that is much, much better. So from that point of view, it's you can eat beans, you can eat frozen foods, you can eat potatoes, you can eat all these things which I hope you have access to will help you lose weight. I know we have quite a few members who actually don't have access to fresh vegetables, and it takes them some time to get their veggies. Frozen vegetables is the way to go. And during the winter, I always tell everyone, hey, go with frozen vegetables. It's first of all, it's more sustainable because they're picked in season and then frozen. So from that point of view, it's really not that bad. But I think I will, we will go through this together. I will coach you on that, what to eat, when to eat, and I think we can make this. I can help you still live a healthy lifestyle, even with limited type of foods. So,
do we utilize smoothies as part of our meal plan?
Some of them, yes, some of them. But I prefer smoothies which don't have too many sweet fruits in there, because simply for the reason many people put a smoothie together and don't realize how much fruit they have put into that smoothie. So, for instance, we all have done it before. We put an apple, an orange, we put a banana, some blueberries, some spinach, and so if you put this all together on a plate, that's a lot of food. So from that point of view, we want to make sure that we don't overeat. And I will get to this in the challenge. All these things I will address. But I do have smoothies, but not every day.
Okay, send in more questions.
Okay, good. Good. Okay. Wonderful. Again, Victoria says, I love green smoothies. Yes, green smoothies are great. Yep, absolutely. Good. Okay. So anyone, who wants to join, please join the challenge. If you want to join for $1, do this before 12.
Do it.
Because at 12 it will expire, and then you're letting go of this great deal. Okay, I would say if you don't have any more questions, thank you, Victoria. Thank you. I would say, Stacy, you put in the links.
I did.
To the.
Want them again?
No, why not? To the become a member. I mean, it's for the $1 deal.
The new link. Yep.
Yeah. So anyone wants to join, you can join until 12. And then otherwise you just join the challenge and we will. Okay, Karen. Question, do a green smoothie. I do a green smoothie every day. Lots of power greens, pea protein, monk fruit, blueberries, chia seeds. Too much fruit? Maybe. Pea protein. Why are you using pea protein? Unless you're an athlete, you don't really need to put extra protein in there. But it depends. I don't know your circumstances. Maybe you're an athlete, then it's okay. But it sounds good. I mean, otherwise it sounds very good. Good. Okay, great. So I would say thank you so much for joining me tonight. Don't forget, until 12 a.m. Thank you for my past participants who joined me today: Anjana, Kim, Jackie,
and Connie.
And Kim. Okay, I said no.
Connie.
I'm sorry. Thank you so much, and I really appreciate it. Don't forget, Sunday, 3 p.m. is our opening ceremony. Very, very important. Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern Time is our opening ceremony. Very important.
Make sure that you join Eat Like a Vegan Chef Challenge on Facebook once you register for the challenge as well.
Yeah. Yeah, very important. If you're not registered, you will not have access to the challenge.
Mm-hmm.
If you, on the same token, if you have not registered or signed up for the email, so meaning you maybe unsubscribe or whatever, my system, the system I use, automatically divides between subscribe and unsubscribe. If some people don't like to get emails and they unsubscribe right away, then you will not get access to it because you cannot get. I will not be able to send you the login information. My system.
Sorry.
It's okay.
My computer's wonky.
Oh. Victoria, you have a point. Excellent.
Victoria, I sent it to you during the week, but I will send it again as soon as we're done.
Okay. You know what? The links become live once the this I call it live stream is over. If you go back to this, they will become live. But you can send it.
She's talking about the link to register. She can't do it any other way.
Okay.
I got it.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Okay, great. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a good night, and I'll see you Saturday at 3 p.m. Thank you, everyone. Okay.
February 28th.
No, that's the wrong. This is the registration link for the other webinar. Okay, great. Thank you so much, everyone. And we'll be in contact. If you have any questions, just reach out to me, and I'll get back to you. Or Stacy, but I know Stacy has a lot to do.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna message Karen if you're still here. I'm gonna message you in a minute, and there was someone else, Geraldine Fox. I'm gonna message both of you on Messenger as soon as we're done.
Okay. Good. Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for joining.